Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 figures that I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year. Now, February is a short month, and I forgot about that, so we are doing this because I didn't have time to come up with a better top 10 list, but it still should be kind of interesting because we did just have Toy Fair and Wonfes, and there's a lot of cool figures coming out this year, so I'm pretty excited. But before we get into it, let me know in the comment section below which figures you are looking forward to most for the rest of this year. There are some that just came out recently that I have yet to review, but I do already have them, so they will not be making this list. So this list is strictly just figures that are not out yet, which I am very much looking forward to. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Coming in at number 10, we have a twofer. I'm putting them together just because I don't need either of these figures, but I do really like them and want them. And these will be the Marvel Legends Cyclops with the laser blast, and then the new Hulk figure. Now Cyclops, we already have a decent enough Cyclops, but this one is one that I had as a kid in the old format, and so I'm very excited to get this, plus it has the optic blast, so that's awesome. And then Hulk, we do have a couple of decent Hulk figures. It's not like we absolutely needed a new one, but we do kind of need a new one, and that's why this one's on the list. It's going to be a really nice comic release as far as we can tell, and it just looks pretty cool. So I do definitely want to get these. I'm very psyched for them, but I wouldn't be absolutely heartbroken if they didn't exist. So that's why they're getting put together, and that's why they're at the bottom end of the list. Coming in at number 9, we have another twofer of Marvel Legends. That's the Marvel Legends Colossus and Mr. Sinister. Now, Colossus, we have a decent one from Toy Biz, which is actually one of the best Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures they ever made, but it wouldn't be bad to get an update, so that's why he's on the list. I love Colossus as a character design, and this looks like it's going to be a really, really solid release, so I'm very pumped for that. And then Mr. Sinister, well, he's here too because we do have one. It's not especially good, but he's also, even though I love the character design, he's not that important of a character for my personal taste. So even though I'm very psyched for this figure, he gets twofered up with Colossus. These Marvel Legends releases, I really enjoy some of them, but as a line, Marvel Legends is not a particularly fun line to collect. So I had to cherry pick, and these guys, I'm very pumped for them, but if they didn't exist, I wouldn't be terribly upset at the same time. So that's why they're here, but they're not so high up on the list. Coming in at number 8, we have the Storm Collectibles Guile, with a little bit of a caveat. I love me some Street Fighter, and I'm going to take anything they make as long as it doesn't look absolutely repulsive, and even then I'll probably get it anyway. But here's the thing about this. I need Guile to look good, and as of right now, he only looks okay. The tattoo being in the wrong place and the wrong size is just a no-go. That is no bueno. And then the face is a little questionable too. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand he does kind of have a pronounced forehead, a pronounced brow. I get it, but there's something off about this face, so hopefully they get that tweaked up a little bit and this ends up being a really strong release, because any of the original Street Fighter characters are definitely going to get a special place in my heart and in my collection, so I just really want them to turn out very nicely. Coming in at number 7, we have the Revoltech. What? Who put a Revoltech on this list? No, I'm only kidding. It's the Iron Man figure because it looks like it could be really, really cool, and so I'm very excited about it. It may end up that I absolutely hate it, but we won't know that until I have it in hand. So as of right now, I'm excited for it. I think it looks really good. Yes, it can get put into very crazy poses, which is what Revoltech's known for, and yes, it looks like it might be able to withstand the neutral pose test. Maybe. We'll see. If it looks like a bunch of butts when it's in neutral poses, then we'll see about that. But as of right now, it looks awesome, so I'm looking forward to it. And in the same vein as that Iron Man, we have the Revoltech Gambit. Gambit's one of my all-time favorite X-Men characters, maybe all-time favorite Marvel characters if I really thought about it. I love the character design, I love his attitude, and I think this is going to be a really good figure. It looks like it's going to be able to pose very well, which is not surprising, but just like Iron Man, it looks like it might be able to hide all those goofy-ass pieces of articulation. It might be really good for neutral poses and crazy poses, so we'll see. Again, I'm very, very hopeful. It's very likely I don't end up liking the figure, but as of right now, my fingers are crossed and my hopes are high. Coming in at number 5, we have the Mafex Cyclops figure, and with a subnote of Wolverine. Now, the Wolverine thing is, I really like Tiger Stripe Wolverine, but if they release him with the blue stripes, that's just wrong. And don't tell me there's blue on the stripes in the normal artwork, because that's just shading. It's not blue, they are black with blue shading. They should be black. Also, his claws are way too freaking big, but otherwise it looks really awesome, so I really want the Wolverine. But Cyclops, as of right now, looks just about perfect. And 1990s Jim Lee style Cyclops is my dude. I grew up on the X-Men cartoon, so I'm very pumped for that. And if these figures turn out awesome, even though they do come in at a higher price point, I'm just gonna be smitten. I'll be very happy if we get some really nice X-Men figures, because Hasbro, they don't seem to be interested in doing that. Though, to be fair, they might be making that turn, because we did see a lot of X-Men stuff at Toy Fair, and most of it looks pretty solid. Coming in at number 4, we have the Masterpiece Beast Wars Black Arachnia. Now, she's definitely not the character I would have picked for the next release, because she's not that integral. However, she's still pretty freaking awesome, and this figure looks like it's about perfect. There's no kibble on the back, and the sculpt looks fantastic. It looks like a straight up action figure. I'm assuming it can still transform, but it looks like it was made just to be exactly what it is. So they're going to continue in the line that they've been doing with Dinobot as the latest example of how awesome they can be. They're going to keep releasing them, so I'm just pumped. Any Beast Wars thing that they make that's any good makes me happy. So yes, I'd rather have Rhinox probably, or Rat Trap, or a bunch of other characters, but Black Arachnia is still awesome, so I'm very excited for this. Coming in at number 3, we have the SH Figuarts Vega, or Balrog. Let me be clear, the guy with the claw. We can just call him Claw for all of you international viewers. And the reason I'm excited for this is not because SH Figuarts has really been impressive with the Street Fighter line. They've been very hit or miss. They did a good job with Sakura lately, and so I'm hoping that they're going to continue in that trend. Blanco looks decent enough, we'll see. With the exception of a few small details, Vega looks freaking great. He looks so good. He's got a little bit of that meat on him, so he's not the original Street Fighter 2 look. He's kind of Street Fighter 5e, but not as bulky, even though I'm pretty sure he is branded as Street Fighter 5 Vega. Anyway, he looks great. The knees are a little bit questionable. The shoulders, they're still doing that weird shoulder over the ball hinge type of thing, which is not ideal, but it looks like they might be making it work. But other than those two tiny things, this figure looks like it's going to be great. And so I'm very excited for that. Plus, we don't have enough Vega stuff because he's such a badass character. Just a really fun character to look at too, with the bright colors and the claw, and who doesn't like that? So yeah, I'm very psyched for that. Coming in at number 2, we have the Transformers Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron. And this is Megatron, so of course he's higher up than Black Arachnia, and he's coming out sooner, so I'm even more psyched for it, and he's gonna be humongous. Optimus was awesome, Cheetor was awesome, Dinobot was awesome, now we're gonna have Megatron. If he's anywhere near as good as he looks in the photos, he's going to be a great piece to add to your collection if you're even remotely interested in Beast Wars. The only thing I have issue with for this guy is that they're back to using the dot matrix paint job on him, and I really don't like that. It will match the other ones that have it, but Dinobot didn't have it, and it was a great improvement as far as I was concerned. So we'll see about that, but otherwise this guy looks great, and I can't wait to have him. He should be out very soon, so you guys will be getting to see that review very, very shortly. Okay, and then coming in at number 1, we have the Storm Collectibles Sagat figure. Now, Sagat is one of those characters where it's such a basic design that it's really hard to screw up, yet we don't have a lot of good figures of him. This figure looks just about perfect at this point. The only way they can screw this up is if they limit the articulation in the ankles, for instance, kind of like Goro. And he's going to be a big character, kind of like Goro, so that does worry me a little bit. But as it stands right now, this guy looks exactly the way he should. I'm very pleased. I've heard some people say his shorts are too long. No, I don't think so. There's plenty of versions of him, especially that wear the blue and red, where he looks just like this. I don't know, guys. I think this is exactly what it needs to be, and this is a good sign for the Street Fighter line because it's a classic-looking character, which, as far as I'm concerned, most important. And it looks really, really solid. So if they can keep churning out these figures for these classic lines, Storm's got nothing to do but make money. I mean, it's just going to be so easy for them to collect our paychecks. So here's hoping they turn out as good as they look like they're going to be. And Sagat is a perfect example of that. That's why he makes the number 1 list. I'm very excited for it, and we're going to leave it at that. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it. That'll wrap up the top 10 figures that I'm looking forward to for the rest of this year. Please don't forget, let me know in the comment section below which ones you're looking forward to. Maybe I forgot about something and you're gonna remind me and I'll be able to get it and review it for you guys. And also, it's just a lot of fun to have the conversations down there, so make sure you do that. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't subscribed, you might want to do that too, because I do have new videos up just about every single day. We talk about all kinds of fun stuff. We do live streams. There's thousands of reviews on the channel for you, so make sure you come back for all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.